Well, good morning, America. This is Kevin Duclairon'S, your favorite preacher and would-be outreach pastor. If you have been following my website and my preaching and my reports, this is new. I just became a patient of a new doctor in Ohsu. I just started going there yesterday. And a couple months back, I had asked for a new doctor, Dr. Hackey. But apparently, when he checked me out, he was a very tall doctor, probably about 6'5", 6'7". When he checked me out, he basically rejected me as a patient and didn't receive me. So I took the information to the clinic, the Ohsu Pavilion Clinic. So they assigned me to a new doctor. But the new doctor that they assigned me to, Christopher Evans, I met him yesterday. He seems to be a pleasant doctor. I do have some issues with the hospital of the fact that they chose an African-American doctor or a Caribbean doctor. I couldn't tell by his voice whether or not he was African-American or Caribbean. But they chose a doctor that, for some reason or another, the consultation went fine. I just don't understand why he keeps for some reason I am reminded of Oprah Winfrey. When I hear him, when I see him, when I look at his face, I'm reminded of Dion Franklin, that is Guy Franklin's wife, the in-law of Gabrielle Franklin. And I'm also reminded of Gabrielle herself. You know, he's a very short doctor. He's probably about 5 feet tall or 5'2". I didn't stand up directly in front of him, so I don't know where I'm at in height. I'm 5'9", so he's probably about 5'2" or 5'5". But, you know, and not that height matters or anything, but I just thought that it was really interesting how the doctor that I had requested, which was a very tall, astute man, and basically his name, Hackey, would have defended me on the gay community, against the gay community that's in the hospital. I think his name is, I'm not exactly sure of the interpretation, but it's usually homo, Kevin I. In other words, this guy's a straight guy, and he's a Kevin ERNST version in no. In other words, I don't want it. I don't want the sexual contact, but what ended up happening is that OHSU did come out, that's taboo, and they switched me from the doctor that I wanted to a doctor that I didn't ask for and I didn't want, which is this new doctor. And you know, I'm sort of struggling with the whole thing because after the consultation with him, I had to give them blood. And when I walked into the blood clinic, it was very strange. One, I recognized this one woman as being, I guess, part of the series of my publisher. I never met the publisher face to face, but the woman gives me the idea that that's who she was. She never spoke to me. I've never met the woman, but it felt sort of strange, you know. And here's the other killer part. The woman who stepped up to take my blood had a mask on her face, so I couldn't see who she was. She was aggressive, mean, and she wanted to give me one of those thick needles, and when I asked her to give me a thin needle, it became a fight, to the point where another nurse had to come in to take the blood. Long story short, I go to the public library, and I'm told by Melinda through the voice, you know, I hear that the thin needle, she wanted to take that thin needle and stick it into my bloodstream. So I called the police and gave them the report. I stayed at the mission last night, the Portland Rescue Mission, and I was, you know, when I woke up at, I guess, 4:30 in the morning, I'm stiff, you know, after watching The Passion of the Christ through the telephone of one of the other homeless people staying there. I woke up, and I was stiff as a log, and apparently I was used. And if you look right here above my head, there's a bump there. I had bumped my head on the on the bed, but now I'm being told that it was Gabriel who put the bump there. So I'm not exactly sure what to do because Melinda basically just told me I need to file a grievance. My bus is here. I need to file a grievance with the hospital against this doctor. But when I do file the grievance, there's going to be some trouble.